Nancy and I stayed last night at the Roland Martin Marina and Resort right here. Got a decent room for $120 plus taxes. Great place to stay. And the good news is the trail's right there. So that's where we'll be starting our journey today, cycling from here to Pahokee, about 25 miles and coming back. So come along for the ride. Nancy and I are just starting on the Lake Okeechobee Scenic Trail here in Clewiston. Looks like a beautiful day, nice little breeze, not too hot. So we're really looking forward to this ride, so come along. As we head east towards Pahokee, we notice today the canal and Lake Okeechobee on our left, and we are paralleling Highway 27. I am noticing today the shelters are well off the trail down by the canal, as yesterday in the northern section they were right alongside the trail. We've come to our first dam along the trail, and the good news is we can stay on the trail. We're right over top of it. Sometimes we have to go out on the road, so I like this idea. This was the first time ever on a bike ride Nancy and I have seen a blimp. And this is obviously the Goodyear blimp. It's heading towards the west coast of Florida, and there must be a special event over there for this to be flying across the state. We just got off the trail at Lake Harbor, and there's a little park here with washrooms, and there's a slight diversion to get over the canal at the dam. You just go down this road and cross that little bridge, and then back up the other side, and you're back on the trail. So it's a nice, simple diversion. My wife is just going through the gate here. They're a little tight, and of course there's no ATVs or anything allowed up here, just cyclists and walkers. Just on the trail, we're going through the little town of South Bay off to our right here. And it looks like a little boat launch area here. Also some picnic tables where bikers can rest as well. So we got about 10 miles to go to Pahokee. We're just going by the Torry Island campground, and we have another dam here, but it's got a nice easy diversion over those bridges. At Torry Island here, we have two little bridges to cross before we get back on the trail. So it's a nice easy diversion for cyclists here to get on and off the trail. It's the Torry Island Dam. We're just diverted around, and there's my wife heading back up out of the trail. So it's a nice easy diversion here. We got a golf course here just before Torry Island, and this is one of the few roadways we cross on the way to Pahokee. And this is the roadway and bridge over to Torry Island, where there's a campground over there. Quite a surprise about a quarter mile past the Torry Island bridge when the paved trail suddenly ends and it changes to gravel. The map I had indicated a paved trail all the way to Pahokee. My wife and I decided to turn around at this stage and head back to Clewiston. I know they have gates to keep unauthorized vehicles out, but for us cyclists, look at this. You got to go through. It's hard to get a bike and yourself through here. I'm surprised they got such a tight spot for cyclists. Nancy and I have stopped at the South Bay boat ramp. It's a nice little picnic area here, about 18 miles into our ride. And had a nice lunch. We were going to go to Pahokee for lunch, which would have been another 12 miles or so, but we got past the Torry Island bridge, and the trail turned to gravel, which was indicated paved on a map I got online. So, and we're not too disappointed. We're just going to head back to Clewiston, and on the paved trail, we're just having a great time, and we're really enjoying this trail. Nancy and I are just going to head back towards Clewiston. We've got about 18 miles to go. What a way to celebrate her 75th birthday and my 78th birthday. Still been able to be out here biking on the trails. Happy birthday, honey.
And to you.
What a birthday.
Woohoo!
Just across Highway 27, across the trail, is thousands of acres of sugarcane. This is the sugarcane capital of the United States here near Clewiston. There's another example of the sugarcane burn to renew the crops. Here's some more of those long lines of rocks just off the trail. Again, I'm not 100% sure what this sand and rocks are for, maybe to reinforce the dike we're upon. I'm not sure. Just off the trail at Lake Harbor for a diversion back to the trail, and I see the gate of the dam is open. And just down the way here, we've got a whole bunch of fishermen. Not sure what they're catching, but there's a lot of fishermen out here today. We're closing in on Clewiston, probably about 5 more miles, and hardly anyone out here in the trail today. We saw 2 bikers on the whole distance from Clewiston to Torry Island. Nancy and I are back at our hotel at the Roland Martin Marine and Resort here in Clewiston. We did a very nice ride today on the Lake Okeechobee Scenic Trail. We did about 40 miles, about 60 kilometers. We meant to get to Pahokee, but we got by the Torry Island bridge and it was gravel. So we turned around to come back, but boy, what a scenic trail. What a great time we had. And the trail's beautiful. And I recommend you get out and try this trail. Thank you very much for coming on the ride.